That deadly storm also causing hundreds of thousands of people to sit in the dark for hours. Georgia Power says it's restored service to nearly 170,000 people in our state. But right now, that outage map shows 5,000 customers are still without power, and that's in the Fulton County area alone. 11 Alive's Chase Howell has been talking to some of those folks in those hardest hit areas. Right now, he's in Atlanta's in the Venetian Hills neighborhood. And Chase, what's the status of the power outage there right now?
Ron, right now, people living on Venetian Drive do have power, but between 11 and 5, over 300 people did not, and here's why. I mean, take a look at how massive this tree is. The trunk goes clear into the backyard, and for context, I'm standing in the front yard towards the road. Now, wrapped up in all these twigs and branches is the power line it fell on top of, which was a similar scene for a lot of people across the metro. Linemen were hard at work Sunday trying to get people's power back on.
Because of the power outage, really no one has come in today.
Matthew Hunt owns Bibliotech Bookstore in Atlanta's Candler Park neighborhood. He, like 1,200 other people in the area, lost power because of Sunday morning storms. And while businesses around him decided to close, he chose to stay open.
I thought maybe I would execute a digital strategy where I list some stuff on Instagram and so people could shop from home. I thought maybe that would be fun. It would also help me get through some of the stacks of books.
The storm not only knocking out power, but toppling trees onto homes.
It's a lot of damage, but it could be worse.
Ezekiel Nicholson says that's his home the tree crashed onto early Sunday morning.
I'm used to thunderstorms and lightning storms, but I'm not used to trees of this magnitude being uprooted. You know, we're around a lot of trees.
Over in Grove Park, a family is grieving after a man in his 60s died. Atlanta Fire says a tree fell through the home and crews found him underneath the rubble. And as Ron mentioned earlier, that man's name was Edward Johnson. And as of right now, he is the only person to be reported to be killed by that storm here locally. And as a reminder, if you see a power line on the ground, do not touch it or try to pick it up because it could be live. Reporting here on Atlanta's west side, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
All right, Chase,
Ron?
thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot. And there's really good advice for folks out there if you run into something like that.